All right. You want to introduce it or should I?
Yeah. This is the den of the schizoid den. What the fuck are we even calling ourselves now, bro? It's first. 1 second.
It's my
We are
Den
the
podcast.
schizoid den podcast. Yeah, bro. Bro, yeah. I know, bro. Yeah, the fucking the fucking den of schizoids, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So start off today talking about the CrowdStrike shit.
Yeah, I don't understand that in the slightest. Like, I'm not a fucking computer guy, so
Yeah.
I
So
don't understand.
basically, I guess I don't know. There's been some recent update, but
Like, how did it happen though?
I guess what probably happened was there was an update, and the thing with CrowdStrike is that the software runs like on the boot level, which basically means like whenever your computer starts up, CrowdStrike starts up,
Yes. Yeah. So it
and it's
activates when you.
basically like it activates when you boot, and because it's like should be on all the time, then it prevents you from booting without CrowdStrike starting. And then I guess the update, a recent update that they pushed, that they released, like wasn't didn't work properly. So because CrowdStrike can start, anyone who had the CrowdStrike software on Windows couldn't start their machine, and it had to be like manually fixed for all
So,
these machines, basically.
and my understanding with that is that, like, obviously, like, it's not like a matter of like, oh, they can just send out a patch or whatever. It like some you at your computer sitting down have to do shit to get it to.
Yeah, because of the fact that you're not able to, like, CrowdStrike starts before like your Windows starts, basically. So you
Wild.
can't. You're not even in like. It's not like you can like sign in and go to Google and like search up the new patch or
Yeah.
whatever. Like you need to do all this like low level shit to get it running again. And it's
Uh,
hard because like the majority of people's computers who were affected were not like techie type people,
oh
and
yeah.
they're
No.
just
Yeah.
like
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
their
Completely ignorant.
laptop.
Yeah. Well, it's
So,
like, but you could still look at, like, was it on phones though? Because like you could still just go on your phone and be
but
like,
I think
oh,
it was
this
Windows specific. But
Windows specific. Okay.
yeah,
Wild. Yeah. Shit. I mean, does the McAfee system work the same way as the CrowdStrike, or
I think so. Um,
is that why McAfee's so hard to uninstall?
no, I don't think so. I mean, a lot of software is like that.
Uh,
Um, but um, I would say maybe McAfee's like that. I'm not sure, but a lot of like anti-cheat stuff is as well, like for video games, because basically the way that CrowdStrike works is they want to like make sure that, like the same as McAfee, like it tracks all the software installed on your computer to make sure there's
yeah.
nothing like suspicious,
Yeah.
basically.
Bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, and then with like, I and then with it fucking over all those airlines, like how the fuck did it like derail the flights and shit?
Well, because probably all the computers, like, people had like the service desks and stuff in the airports,
Oh, they're all using Windows.
all those were probably using Windows with CrowdStrike. So I'm not sure about like I don't think the actual like servers and stuff on the airlines were affected, but I would say a lot of the like
the booking and shit, right?
the booking and stuff and like all the desks, all the like basically all the infrastructure in the airports would have been affected, but probably
Yeah.
not beyond that.
Mm. And then like obviously like for like the flight path shit where it's like yeah if a plane's gonna fly from point A to point B they probably gotta like tell people they're flying from point A to point B and there's probably all sorts of shit that's like tracking that, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that-
Probably, yeah. Shit. Yeah. Damn. And then like what are
that
the
would have been affected though, like flight tracking.
yeah.
Because that's not done like by the airports. Because the thing is, those I think a lot of the machines affected would have been like I mean I don't know how to explain like in a non-technical way, but like the end users. So like the airport computers used by like whatever person at the desk to like help you like to find your booking and stuff and print your boarding pass and all that. They would be using their like Windows machine to connect to like the central database of the airline that contains all your booking information and
That
stuff.
is like yeah, you're on this flight or
So
that
that
flight.
would so that like that person at the desk, their computer would be affected, but I wouldn't say it affected like the central systems because those probably wouldn't run on Windows. They'd probably be running Linux.
Yeah. Damn, this is this yeah. I mean there was that thing a few weeks ago where the some like Russians, I'm pretty sure it was Russians. Like there's a program that a lot of car dealerships
Hmm.
use for like to help you find parts online. Basically, like if you're a small mom and pop shop or like any shop outside the dealership, and you want to buy a part for this Mazda or this Chevy, and you want to get it from the dealer, you have to go like you go into this thing, and it has like diagrams loaded up all this shit so you can find the part number. Obviously,
Hmm.
like it's by section like engine, transmission, suspension. This is right, and the Russians they fucking took it over, and then they like I believe it's called a ransomware, right? When they say like, oh, we're only gonna give it back to you if you like pay money, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
And then the dealerships, all these dealerships that were using it, they ended up caving in and being like, all right, we'll pay the money.
Hmm.
But then it was like still gonna be like even after they paid the money, it was gonna be like 2 weeks before
Yeah.
people got their shit
The
back.
thing
And
is with those things, like I would never trust. Like it's not only like because if you pay a ransom for ransomware, it's not only that you're like giving these
yeah, bending the
criminals
knee.
money,
Yeah,
but it also like the thing is from like their perspective, from like the people writing the ransomware, it's more work for them to write the actual process of like unlocking everything after you do that. Like that's it's more like code for them to write, you know? And I would say like
oh yeah,
a lot of ransomware doesn't even like because there's no real incentive for them to like follow through with that because they already got your money, you know?
yeah, I know. I mean, it's like,
So
and then the
that's the
thing is
thing,
like,
like with that, the WannaCry thing. I don't know if you heard about that a few years ago, but that was a big thing, a big like
yeah,
ransomware,
yeah,
and
but
that
like,
like the ransom didn't work. Like there was no, if you paid the money, nothing happened, nothing changed.
Damn.
It wasn't like, because the
Yeah.
thing is that's just like too much of a pain for them to actually. I mean, they could do it for sure, but why would they? You know, they just want your
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. It's just. Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, and then it's like, okay, even if you, and I believe that they paid it and they got it back with the dealerships. Then it's like, okay,
Hmm.
you've proven that you're willing to give in and like basically bend the knee.
Hmm.
Isn't that telegraphing to like a lot of other fuckers that like, oh, we do this,
Well,
we get
I'm
like let's
curious. How much? Do you know how much the ransom was?
there's a few million. I know that
Really?
because it was
But
like,
for like the average dealership, how much do they pay? They pay like
well,
that?
so it's not. It wasn't the dealership specifically who paid it. It was the company that makes the
Or,
software that all these dealerships use. I don't know how the thing went down. I obviously like I think it legitimately just came out of the bank account of the company. It came out of the bank
oh yeah,
account of like the company that makes the
because
software. But I I know there was discussions between like them and all these dealerships of like, do we want to give in or like there was a discussion. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like, all right, if we're gonna quote unquote give in, we're gonna each of you is gonna have to chip in like let's say 100K or whatever. You know what I mean? Just like
yeah,
let's say
but I think because I was thinking like if it was more expensive for them to, if it was like which one is more expensive, them caving in or them like hiring someone to try to reverse it, you know?
the cheapest thing for them to do is there was one specific program that certain dealerships were using that was
Hmm.
it was a different software that did the same thing, and so all the ones who use that software, it was anyone could order parts for them any day of the like no problems, like zero issues ordering parts from them. Yeah, shit, because like same software, different thing. It's like the different like the different basically same versions of Photoshop. You know what I
There
mean?
was no issue, yeah, because
Yeah, yeah, because it's like if there's different software, just move to a different software. You know what I mean?
hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, it's I yeah, that's yeah, fuck yeah, shit. But yeah, and then yeah, I don't get why you would just cave a knee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so and then yeah, I mean, fucking shit. It's like yeah, I can't believe they caved the knee. But yeah, it's fucking, you know what I mean? And then like how do you like how do you break into a ransomware thing? You know what I mean? How do you?
Like, how do you undo it yourself? I mean,
Yeah,
it
exactly. Yeah,
depends. It depends on what it uses, what they used. I mean, I bet if they were like, do you know exactly what? I don't know, but I think like it'd be different for every scenario. But
yeah. But there's like
I would
ways
say,
around doing
yeah,
it. Yeah,
there are ways, but there are some situations where, I mean, the thing is with like um, situations like this, there could be a situation where you could not undo it. Probably, I think, but
yeah,
it also just depends. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what they did, but if they like, do you know that they just like delete all the parts or something from the site or
right.
whatever? If they had a backup, they could just restore the backup, and that'd probably be fine.
Yeah,
Um, if they like, I don't know,
yeah. That's.
just all depends
I
on the
mean,
situation. But I can think of like if they had no backups and they basically like encrypted everything, then it could be impossible to fix it yourself, I guess. But I think if they took all the right precautions beforehand, then there would be a way to get around it themselves, probably.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's really hard to like I can't think of a way that they could completely, like any big company, like you couldn't completely like rent like
Yeah.
launch a ransomware attack on like Google or something like that. Like there's no way that would like work, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so the WannaCry, that was what, like 8 years ago? 7 years ago, right?
Yeah, I think it was around like the time that Bitcoin first became like big, like mainstream.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was on Microsoft, right? Like only. Oh
Yeah, it
yeah,
was on
because it was
Windows.
like, yeah, they were demanding Bitcoin as the payment, right?
Yeah. But the thing
Like
is,
how did?
if you got WannaCry, then it just completely bricked up your system and there's no way around it, basically.
What do you mean, no way around it?
There's no way around it because you can't, if you paid them, then they wouldn't,
Like there was
like,
no way of undoing it.
there was no way of undoing it, no.
Oh,
Until
what the?
they released like a patch, but yeah, there was no way of undoing it. All
So
the
you like had to buy a new computer.
No, I mean you didn't have to buy a new computer, but any files that you lost would
Oh,
be
so you would have to like
lost
delete,
forever.
and yeah, you would have to delete your OS and reinstall it. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, I'm learning, bro. I'm learning. Holy fuck, yeah. No, but I mean, but then like also like I feel like a lot of people nowadays like, I mean, do people put like important documents that they need like backed up in their Google Drive, or is that not like a thing people do?
I don't think. I mean, it depends. I think a lot of this stuff is like generational, to be honest.
Uh,
Like, I feel like probably people in our generation are probably the best at doing that. But
yeah,
then,
no.
even then, it's just like a
Well,
certain
that's
percentage.
yeah.
But
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I
Like
feel like
it's only X amount. Yeah.
I do it. I do it for sure. And I do think a lot of people do that. And also just
Yeah.
because like it is like it's not only just for like in case your computer breaks or something like that
It's
happens.
like a
Like
security thing. Yeah.
it's not even just that, but it's also convenient because like if you have it on Google Drive, you can access it somewhere else as well.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
it's
Well,
helpful
I think
other than
yeah. Shouldn't you like the most safest way to be just to be have like an external hard drive and be storing it all on there?
yeah, because like I mean
Because
you
then you
have to
can't
have a
hack.
really strong password and all. Like I have a really strong password for Google that's like randomly generated. Like
Oh
it's
yeah,
like completely random, and then I have like two-factor authentication, so I need to go like get a code for it, and all these kind
yeah,
of measures, and I get an email every time
yeah.
a device signs into my Google account, so I know like that's pretty secure. I mean, I wouldn't trust it with everything. I mean, there's nothing really that I wouldn't trust it with, but like I wouldn't trust it. Like if there was something really, really sensitive, I wouldn't trust that, but I don't really have anything like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. No.
yeah,
That's.
I think it's good to just back up your stuff for sure. That's like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That
even
like
just in case your like laptop
multiple.
breaks or whatever, you lose it or whatever, like it's good to have
Yeah,
everything
or you
in
get so
multiple
mad that you
places.
like, yeah, that you smash it over your knee because you got beaten in some fucking
Yeah,
game, bro.
because of the
You just
mafia. Dude,
yeah,
I was so close to doing that over the mafia race, bro.
The
It's insane.
Mafia Ray. Oh my god, no. I was just gonna say that you lost to some fucking squeaker on Call of Duty, but yeah. Bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
no, fuck.
I bet that there are people that have legitimately gone insane from that, and I know because
Well,
I bet if you play racing games, it's easier, but I don't play racing games. And dude, I just played this fucking shooter game for like a couple hours, and then all of a sudden it's like a fucking racing simulator.
yeah.
Like it's
Oh my
not.
god. Dude. Dude. Yeah. Yeah, no. It's I mean, yeah. I mean, they did legitimately develop that game to be used with like a sim wheel,
Mhm.
which is like one.
Yeah, but I
I
played
would
like the remastered version. Apparently, the remastered version is even harder than the original one, and I played it on a controller.
no, dude. The remaster they made it. Wait, which difficulty mode?
I
Because
played the
the remaster.
remaster and on the hardest difficulty.
Oh no, that is meant to be harder than the normal one.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is meant to be harder, dude. That's so. Yeah, that is meant to be harder. Yeah, so I mean, but if you're playing it on the controller, that's gonna make it easier than the keyboard, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, yeah, fucking. Yeah, and then it's also like certain games. You're not good at certain games, and it's a certain type of game that requires a level of patience.
Hmm.
It's gonna make it more difficult. It's like like for what's the game called? The fucking what's that game called? It's the one on fucking Nintendo. Fucking it's the one on the fucking whatever this fucking Super Metroid game. No, yeah, Super Met. What the fuck was it? Come on, I'm fucking losing it. But yeah, but like basically like if you try to go from like playing a shooter game to playing a racing game, like it doesn't like translate. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah,
and then because it's like especially like shooter games, and you and I both know this, and I think everyone in the world does. They're meant to be played with a keyboard and mouse.
hmm,
Now, racing games, discounting like all the sim racing shit, most like racing games are meant to be played with a controller. So it's you know what I mean.
hmm.
It's that as well.
Yeah, because I can't imagine doing it on because at least with a controller, there's more kind of like
Yeah,
um
yeah. It's not.
variability. Like it
Yeah,
knows like
yeah,
if you're lightly pressing the gas versus.
yeah. You have a slight degree of like throttle control and degree of like you're not just fully like yanking the like basically like on a keyboard if you're playing a racing sim on a keyboard and you don't change the settings and you press the let's say the right arrow, it's gonna just immediately like within a split second send your steering wheel to a complete right lock like all the way over,
Mhm.
which is not conducive
Yeah,
to Jesus Christ. Yeah, oh shit, but yeah, I mean like that is why Mafia, and then it's like yeah, and then it's also like then that's also that's the one I'm thinking of, Mario Party. It's is it Mario Party or Mario RPG? But like you play it with a bunch of different people. There's a bunch of different game modes. And the reason why people lose their cool is because yeah, 1 minute they're doing like a hopscotch game, and then the next minute they're doing like something completely different, like you're playing volleyball or some shit. Like that's why
hmm,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
But also
So
just I'm not good at racing games. So
I don't understand that because you will go like Mach fuck on the highway. I
yeah, but
really
it's
don't.
different for some reason. I mean, maybe if I got like a setup,
Yeah, yes, maybe if you spend like $10,000 on a fucking
but
racing
it's also
setup.
different when you're going in a straight line on the highway, dude. Than like Although I guess like sometimes I'll drive like down these roads like,
Dude,
but I won't go over
I
like 60
yeah.
usually.
I mean, but then also like when you're in a car, you're feeling like the car move with the
Yeah.
suspension and stuff, and you're actually feeling G forces. So yeah, bro. Bro, yeah, no, but shit. Yeah, I mean, fucking. I mean, but then and then that's the thing is there's a lot of fucking like dude, there's a lot of like I know like geriatric as fuck old people who they'll get
Mhm.
into a manual car and then they'll drive it better than than I can, and it's because
Mhm.
they've been like that's what they're used to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
also they got experience, bro.
yeah, I know they got experience. Oh yeah, fucking shit. Yeah, I mean, bro, how the fuck did we get the Mafia 2 out of fucking WannaCry, bro? Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Biden dropped out. That's I'm I'm surprised they did it this late, to be honest. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, the weird thing to me is that like the Democrats weren't really talking about. They were just kind of denying the fact that Biden was declining
well,
the whole
they were
time.
denying.
It
Well, they
completely.
were denying. Yeah, they were denying it since like 2020, like or 2019, like in the beginning, like they were
Yeah,
denying. Like,
they were denying
and
it the whole time until the debate, and then all of a sudden, it's like
yeah, the
it's
like
been.
question
But the
starts
thing is,
getting
it's
asked.
not new. It's not new at all. The signs have
It's
been
not
there the
new.
whole
Like,
time.
and I don't even make it like. I mean, I didn't watch the full debate, and I don't like have a reference of like I don't really watch like. Was it
I watched
even
quite a. I
really
didn't
that much?
watch the whole thing, but I watched quite a bit of it.
Yeah, but was it like any worse than any of other Joe Biden's like shit that he's done?
No, but I think maybe the fact that made it like worse is that he was like talking to someone else. It wasn't just reading a speech. He was like, 'cause the thing is, like, he
Yeah, but
couldn't
like,
just
yeah, but
read
was it
off
that
of a
much worse than?
teleprompter that time.
Yeah, no, but
It
like, was
wasn't.
it
It
much
was like slightly worse, I'd say, but
slightly
it's
worse?
not really.
It wasn't like a
But that's to
falling
be
off a cliff.
expected when he's talking, when he's like,
Yeah,
you know,
just talking
like
about.
actually having to come up with stuff on the fly. But
Yeah,
I
shit.
think, yeah, it was not that much different than
I mean, but
the
then like,
usual
yeah,
behavior.
I like also like Trump got shot, and it's like, dude, Biden was not gonna win against Trump after he got shot.
Well, Biden was not going to win after Trump, over
Yeah,
Trump after the
after the debate.
debate, bro. But
Well, but the Trump getting shot thing was like I think the final nail in the coffin of like, yeah, there's
yeah,
no
because dude, I
saving this.
mean, I feel like also the thing about like the Democrats as well is that I was watching like a video about this, but um, Trump supporters love Trump so much. They really like actually like Trump, and there are not many people that actually like Biden, or even like there are some people that probably really like Kamala, but
Yeah,
not to
no,
the
there's
same
not like
extent.
that. It's yeah, because well, I
And
mean,
the
it's
thing
like
is, when people really like Trump, that means that they go vote for Trump. And there's
oh
a lot
yeah,
of people that will not vote. And there's even like this thing with like people on the left where they won't vote for Kamala Harris and they won't vote period, or they'll vote for like someone that's obviously not going to win, like Jill Stein or something, because they
is
don't
that the
agree with
Trump
Kamala Harris. And it's like a moral reason to not vote
thing?
for her.
Yeah.
So there's a
I can
lot of
think of
people that won't do like the whole lesser of two evils thing. And I think that like means that Trump, like, even if a minority of Americans support, and a minority of Americans, like adult Americans that can vote, support Trump, Trump will win. Because like that's the same thing that happened in 2016. Like most people did not like Trump, But the people that like Trump voted for him. Like they went and
Yeah,
voted for him.
2016.
And a lot of people didn't vote for Hillary, who would have preferred her, maybe.
No, but well, like, dude, it wasn't so much that like Trump won 2016. It's that Hillary lost.
Hmm.
Like, dude, like Hillary Clinton is just a
The thing
fucking
is,
depraved
like,
individual.
people will vote because it's not even just a question of how popular you are. It's like, do people like you enough that they're actually going to like vote for you?
Yeah, are they gonna go out of their way to do
Yeah,
that shit? It's like, yeah, it's like,
it's an inconvenience, bro. Voting.
and then like this is like retirees are usually more like right wing. You know what I mean? And it's like
Mhm.
if you're retired, like you got nothing better to do on a fucking Tuesday. Yeah, you're gonna go stand in the line for let's say a half hour, 2 hours.
Yeah,
Like it for them, it's like no skin off their back versus like someone who's working. Someone who's working like
and they
has
make
a
it
family.
fun too, bro. Like they go stand around like hanging out
Oh
with all
yeah,
their Trump flags and shit.
yeah, yeah, bro,
Like
yeah,
it's it's like
yeah,
a almost like
yeah, like a
an
celebration.
event
It's like a
because of it.
pride parade. Yeah,
Yeah,
like a pride parade. Yeah, no, I mean, it's like yeah, but it's like, and you think about it like this: like if you're working a job, it's like you're
that's
at
what the
work for let's say,
Democrats should do. They should host a big pride parade at every like voting booth in swing states, bro. And
nah,
they should like have like a big
that,
event.
that would backfire, dude. That would
Yeah,
backfire.
maybe not pride, but like some sort of thing that would encapsulate like all. I don't even know, bro. Like, what is
Yeah,
something in common between all Democrats? I don't know.
certainly not Israel. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like there are people on certain parts of the left who are like divided, and I'm not like internally like they're not particularly strong one way or the other. Yeah, they might lean one way or the other, but it's not like
yeah.
they're
Because,
not
dude, like
protest.
my grandfather is like a hardcore Democrat, but he would not like. He is completely like he would never vote for a Republican ever. But you'd also never see him going to anything like a pride parade or any of that shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well,
so I
there's
don't
a
know
lot.
what.
Well, there's a lot of Democrats like that. I feel like you know what I mean.
Yeah, but also the
They're,
thing is, I think also that Democrats should probably capitalize on is like unions and stuff because I feel like Republicans kind of took that over, and Republicans are not really like,
well, that's changing. I feel because like, and you just
yeah,
look at like 2016 and 2020. How many videos did we as like a country see on social media of some dude shoving a camera guy in front of some union fucking steel workers face in like New York City or fucking wherever, talking about who the fuck you gonna vote for, and they're saying like Trump. You know what I mean?
mhm,
Like
yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's like I I think there's a lot of people in unions who like once again like they're the working class, and then it's like they're kind of realizing like Democrats just want welfare for the sake of welfare. You know what I mean? Like they don't actually. So yeah, I feel like it's that, and then
yeah.
yeah, but
But I think Republicans don't want welfare at all, and they're like extremely like anti-union, you know,
well, I mean, once
in a
again,
lot
like
of like in the private sector at least.
you mean public sector or private? I mean
In the private sector. Well, because
private sector.
they'd be pro police
Oh yeah,
unions
they're
for
very
sure.
yeah they're extremely pro police unions. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Probably not teachers unions. Like
oh yeah.
maybe just specifically police unions. Yeah,
Well, police unions and like firefighter unions basically, but like mostly police
yeah.
unions. I would say because it's like it's like like the dude who is like 20 stories up on like building a skyscraper, welding these like massive ass multi-ton steel beams together. He doesn't. Oh, he don't need no workers' protection. He's. Oh, but the
Yeah.
fucking cop who sat in his car all day and then decided to beat the shit out of like one 17-year-old fucking
Yeah.
African American team. Like, oh, that guy needs protection because he works hard. Oh,
Yeah.
get that fight, dude. It's like no. It's like
Dude, you know
you know what I mean?
there's so many jobs that are a lot more dangerous than being a police officer. Like it's
Yeah.
really not that dangerous of a job. Like if you look at it per capita, like
Yeah, it's like, bro. Yeah, I know.
and you
But
have a
and then,
gun and most people don't like carry a gun around with them.
I,
Like you're pretty safe.
yeah, bro, you're pretty. I mean, yeah. Well, up until you get into a shootout, but that's a whole different thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
But
yeah, it's
also
like,
the
I mean,
thing is the majority of cops wouldn't be even like patrolling neighborhoods with like high crime as well.
oh yeah, yeah.
Just think about like how many cops there are and how many like a lot of them are just kind of sitting around
Oh yeah,
the
like
whole
in New
day,
York.
you know.
Yeah, like on the New York subway where the cops like fucking
Or they just
literally,
don't do their job. Yeah, like
yeah,
literally
or their
a
hands are
lot
tied.
of
Their
yeah.
hands are tied. Yeah, and like in New York in the subway, their evasion is a really big problem in New York City. The
Mhm.
subway, like trains and whatever. Like, but the problem is like they keep they'll bring in like cops to every station to like patrol the situation, but it's like it does them no good because like the cops can't go after anyone because it's like there's never gonna be like any sort of prosecution or like whatever. It's gonna be it's literally
Yeah.
like you're just gonna put on handcuffs on this dude, bring him to wherever. Not even bring him to wherever. You're gonna get a call on your radio. This is like you gotta uncuff him. They their hands are fucking tied. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do
But
you
like
think Kamala?
that cop is not really in danger. I guess there's
Oh
like an
yeah,
off
yeah.
chance that someone, you know?
Oh yeah. No. The only thing they're in danger of is getting blood on their like fucking uniform when they beat the shit out of some fucking 16-year-old kid who's trying to make his way to school and he like didn't
Yeah.
have the extra like 10 cents to get on the bus. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's the only danger there, and I'll be real. But speaking of cops, you think Kamala can win or no?
You know, it's weird that the party of the Republicans are like the party of law and order and they
Yeah,
fucking fell in as their like candidate.
dude, this is like a boomer meme, bro. It's like oh,
Yeah.
it's
And
like a
then the
boomer.
Democrats have a prosecutor and a lot of
Yeah,
like people don't
no,
like
no,
that. But
yeah, yeah, but like not only a prosecutor, it is Kamala Harris.
yeah.
Like you know, I mean, we all know her history, right,
Yep.
bro? How many? Sorry, how many people exactly? Come on, Paris. This
I
innocent.
think I think it's less than some people say, but dude, it's still like a significant amount.
It said this here says thousands. I know it was at minimum dozens, probably hundreds.
Yeah, I think it was like said to be thousands, but I think it's like 80 or something. But still, a lot of those people are
Dude, that
still
is still like
in
dozens.
prison.
Dude, but no, but there's that picture, you know what I mean, of her, and it's like it's the portrait of her using all the photographs of people she put in jail
Hmm.
for
Dude,
weed,
I
right?
mean,
Like
yeah, but
so,
the thing is, like, and then I saw in like an interview, she was saying the reason she became a prosecutor was because like her friend or whatever when she was growing up had like her mom was like in domestic violence like situation and that like is what inspired her to do it, like domestic violence, to go
yeah.
after like, and I would be all for that, but that's not what she went after, bro, you know.
Well, yeah. So I mean, there's we know there was like a minimum like a few, quite a few dozen innocent people jailed. Then there were
Yeah.
like there's also like it was definitely like thousands of people she jailed on like weed charges, right?
Hmm.
And if the argument is like, oh, you're going to be pro weed, then it's like, why the fuck did you? And let's be real, she
Yeah,
pretty
well,
aggressively
I mean
like,
that's just kind of like a politician thing, though. You know,
yeah, but it's like,
like
but you're still like pretty aggressively like prosecuting these like what should be like non-violent weed crimes, right? Like the possession
mhm,
charges, and you're pretty aggressively like pursuing these charges simply so you can fill like the state like prisons and shit for like the cheap labor.
mhm,
Like,
yeah,
dude, like what the fuck? Like, how the fuck are they voting for? Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
What are the voting odds for the betting odds for Kamala winning right now?
I don't know, but I think
Bro, you gotta look them up. We gotta find out. I
but it
will
was
say if Trump.
actually really low because I don't think they thought like I don't think the betting companies thought that Biden would actually drop out.
Oh,
But okay, let me see the odds. So for Donald Trump, it's 4-7, so it's the highest odds.
that's
And
high
then
odds.
Kamala Harris 5-4.
Wait, explain
Michelle
the odds.
Obama. I don't know exactly how it works, but like okay, so if you bet fifty
5 to 4.
dollars on Donald Trump, you get $78 if he
So
wins.
if you wait, so you get how much if you bet how much?
If you bet $50, you get $78 if he wins.
Okay, and then 5 to 4 betting odds. If you bet
If
$10,
you
you'd
bet
receive.
$50, you get $112 for Kamala
Hmm.
Harris.
So basically,
And then
you
also
can.
Michelle Obama is next in line. Michelle Obama apparently has a better chance of winning than RFK Jr. And
Wait, the real betting odds should be like, will RFK Jr. live to see another year?
yeah. But if you bet $50 on Michelle Obama winning, you get $4,050.
She ain't
And
even
if
in the
you
race. She ain't even
she's
in the
not,
race.
but the thing is I don't think it's confirmed that Kamala Harris will um replace Biden, but I think it's pretty clear
No,
that she
she
will.
she she did she did. She's officially replaced him, Kamala Harris. She
But
is
is
the
she officially the nominee, the Democratic nominee?
yeah. Hold up, is the I know she got like a bunch of official
But
Democrat.
I think there's like a convention or something where they have to do that. Yeah, she's not yet.
Oh, she's not yet, but like here's the thing, like Pelosi and all these people have already endorsed her, so it's like,
Yeah, I think she
and then
will.
it's and then
I
yeah,
think she will for sure.
and then
But
it's
it's
also
funny
like
that Michelle Obama has better odds than RFK Jr.
I'm that no, that doesn't surprise me. That really doesn't.
Yeah, I
Really doesn't.
guess.
Dude, he's a Kennedy, bro, he's a Kennedy. Dude,
Yeah,
honestly, I would not bet like you know what I mean. Like you're just gonna lose money because like if he wins the election, he's getting shot. You know what I mean?
yeah. But I wonder, will they let him? Will they give him a couple months just to quell the suspicion? Maybe. Like maybe they'll give
Interesting.
him a few months in office. So
Nah,
then you'd still win, but
no. They won't. They won't because it's like they know that like doesn't matter when they kill him, there's gonna be suspicion, so they just like do it to get it out of the way. I that's my feeling.
maybe.
But yeah, I think
But like, yeah.
I mean, but Biden Biden bro, it's fucking but I mean, but it's also like I don't get why they waited like I kind of do, but it's also like, dude, you should have pulled him out earlier because
Bro,
you know
you
what I
can
mean.
yeah, you could bet on Kanye West being the president and George Clooney and Tucker Carlson. That's
There's probably
crazy.
like 5,000 people in the country who would vote for
Dude,
Tucker.
how many boomers do you think are gonna write Tucker Carlson in?
Um,
Probably
I
not that
don't.
many. Over Trump. I don't
Oh
yeah,
yeah, over
not that
Trump.
many.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, if Trump wins, then like, yeah, there's probably going to be like 5 or 10,000 who just write in Tucker Carlson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, I fucking, you know what I mean? Bro, it's like, I think, yeah, but it's, I don't know, but then it's like, if Trump loses, it's on him. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
because it's like he has all the tools to win. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because all he has to do out and go out on stage is be like, I am the party of law and order, but I want fair and honest trials, unlike the trials that were given to me, and unlike the trials that Kamala Harris gave, and then just start listing the fucking names of all the people she jailed, like
Yep.
wrongly.
Didn't she do that to with Hillary Clinton? What was that thing where she did where he like put people
Oh yeah, the Clinton.
at his rally?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he put the Bill Clinton accusers like in the front row of one of the debates.
Yeah.
That's honestly like that right there is why Hillary Clinton like lost.
Hmm.
Like one of the big reasons, you know what I mean? But it's
Yeah,
like
bro.
I
He
also
did that
and
again.
then also all Trump has to do is bring up the fact that Kamala Harris was one of Montel Williams' side chicks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember that? It was like some red carpet event. Dude, what
No,
the
not
fuck?
really.
All right, hold up. Kamala Harris on Montel. Yeah, so basically, he once dated Montel Williams, and there's like this. Yeah, he was a host of a TV show, and it's like they were at like some red carpet event. Hold on, I'm gonna copy the image. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I see
put
a
it.
photo here.
Yeah, I just put the photo in. Yeah, it's like they were wearing like, you know what I mean, like very much like very flamboyant outfit. Yeah, yeah, very flamboyant outfits. And it's
Uh
like
huh.
he was there with two chicks, not just, and it's like, dude, like what the fuck? You know what I mean,
Yeah.
bro?
Weird.
Bro,
Possibly the future president right there.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. I hope not, but it wouldn't be the worst thing if she won. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, I don't think it'll be that different either way.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I think it'll be a bit different under like the economy's gonna get better under Trump, but it's like, but it's like same shit. You know what I mean? Different day.
Hmm.
Yeah. 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 I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's like, bro, fucking wild, bro. I can't believe. I can't believe. Yeah, but then. Oh, then there's one more thing I wanted to talk about. GameStop is now buying
Hmm.
rated TCG cards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't get like how that's a good decision in any way.
Um. Yeah, I don't know. Probably they just want money because they don't really make much money. I don't know.
Yeah, but so like, yeah, I mean, but it like I still don't get like it just seems like such a bad decision because it's like you're you're literally encouraging your like ground level employees to play the to play the basically
The
play
game.
this. Yeah, the no, not the game, like penny stocks basically, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's
Hmm.
like because it's like the thing is like
I don't know if they're doing it that way. They could be.
granted I don't know the policies, but it still doesn't seem like that good of a decision.
Yeah. Well, I think
Also,
maybe look if they look at the card and see the base price for every condition, and then
yeah, no,
as
they're
long
gonna
as they're
offer
kind of able to accurately tell the condition of the card,
Well, it's
then they can
graded
look
already.
up
You
like
know what
the
I mean?
price for it.
Yeah, but like
Oh
it's
yeah.
already graded.
I
Yeah,
guess.
so it's already graded. So they already know like it's a 9.1, let's say, and
But
let's say it's
maybe,
worth
I mean, I don't know exactly how it would work, but if they if they end up buying like millions of these cards,
yeah.
then they might turn a profit, like no matter what, no matter if a
Yeah,
few
but it
times
might
they
go like
fuck up, you know?
yeah, but it might go tits up in their face because they could buy like let's say location could buy like
Bro,
let's
I
say
mean, come on, GameStop, if they don't do anything new, they'll be gone pretty soon. So maybe that's just like a last ditch effort to try to make
eh,
some. Because,
yeah,
dude,
but there's
GameStop is
other
fucking
there's
dying,
other
bro.
more like shit they can do that would be like much safer bet. You know what I mean? Because it's like some dude could come in with let's say 7, 10 copies of this card worth $10, and then an employee decides, oh, this is a good idea. Let's spend like let's say we'll pay them 70% of like, and obviously like all the stores are going to do this. Like your local comic book store will do this with like comic books. If you want to sell them a comic book worth $100, they're never going to buy it at $100. They're going to buy it at let's say like $70, maybe 75 at most, but they're never going to buy it at like the seller to seller market.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, but it's like if someone buys like let's say a card that's worth like 10 cards that are supposed to be worth $10, but they buy them for $70. But then within like a month, whatever game like let's say fucking Yu-Gi-Oh could release a new fucking set, and that card went from being $10 to being worth $1, and then it's like it it encourages that kind of game, and it's like dude, fucking shit. Hold
Yeah.
up, let me
Yeah, I
make sure
guess.
my the one card I have is still worth it. Invoke prejudice. Holy shit! Uh, Holy shit! There. Wow, I got a. If I have a CCG graded Invoke Prejudice Magic the Gathering card, it's worth like well over $1,000.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah, bro. Bro, my
That's
Invoke
crazy.
Prejudice. Wait, hold up. How much is my Jihad one? Jihad. Jihad. Hold up. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Like lightly played $400, not even graded, bro. $400, bro. I'm gonna be fucking rich, bro. I'm gonna be
That's
fucking
crazy,
rich.
bro. You should sell them.
Wait, don't you have that card? What is it called? It's Radish Gypsies. How much
I
was
don't
that
know.
card that you? How much is that card? It's I mean,
That I had?
it's
I don't remember, dude. I think
no
the
that dude
highest.
that card. No that Gypsy card you had was like is $60 if it's a
Oh
graded
yeah.
8, bro. No, I still don't get it. But then it's also like I mean, are they doing that with baseball cards though? Are they doing that with baseball cards? Because like that, I don't. I feel like that would be like a safer investment because it's like if a card's worth $10 now, there's already demand for it, and there's not really a way of like you don't play a game with like baseball cards or whatever, so the values logically is only gonna go up. Like let's say it's like 2 years out of print and it's worth $5 now. Logically, it's only gonna go up. So I don't, you know what I mean?
Hmm. Well, it
You
kind
know
of
what I
also
mean?
depends. I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about baseball cards, but like on how, like,
But like obviously, like let's say it within like a 2 year span, it acquires like $5 of value. Logically, it's only gonna go up, especially if it's
mhm.
like a rookie card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Logically,
guess.
like
Yeah.
I don't see like it's probably never gonna like once it hits like $5 of value, like it's probably not gonna shrivel in value. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, after like 2 years, once shit's like truly out of print, odds are in 20 years it's gonna go up in value at least like a few cents. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Whereas like with trading
Yeah.
cards, it's like if you get this fucking card and it's like fucking Charizard, and then it could be really good, but then once like they make it no longer allowed, like it bumps out of whatever rotation, It could go from being worth $10 to being worth like maybe 1 or 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, yeah, I know fucking shit. Bro, it's you know what I mean? Bro, it's fucking wild. Wild. It's fucking wild. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the GameStop thing.
Yeah, do they still make new Pokemon cards though? Like new
They
Pokemons?
do. The Pokemon cards? You mean the games or the cards or both?
Like the actual like Pokemons.
What do you
Do
mean
they
they make
make
the new
like
one? They make new games like every 4 years. It's basically Call of Duty, dude.
and they're like new ones like
Yes, there's new ones. I think like 8 years ago or like 10 years ago, there was a big controversy because in the games, it made it that for a while they were just adding new Pokemon, and it would be like every Pokemon ever made would be in this game. And then it
Mhm.
got to a point where I think they made a decision like, we're not going to include every single Pokemon in this game. People got real fucking upset.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people got real fucking upset. But they're making new Pokemon. There's a cat that's made out of weed. I know that. I know they're dinosaur. Okay, hold on. I mean, there's a. I don't know any of the new Pokemons. I don't. Uh, I mean, I think I know there's like all I know is the Weed Cat one. That's like the new one. That's like the only real new one I know, and that's only because like I see there's like a. I've seen pictures of it basically, like at
Mhm.
a comic book store and shit. You know what I mean? I mean, are they
Oh
still
yes.
making Call of Duties?
Yep, every year.
Do people still buy
They're
those
shit,
games?
bro.
Oh
They do.
yeah, the woke shit. Yeah, bro, the fucking woke shit, bro.
But it's not
Yeah.
even just that. It's that it's not it's a shell of its former self, dude.
Okay,
It's really
what do you mean
tragic.
by that? What do you mean by that?
Like it's not the same game at all. Like I mean,
Like, what did they change? What did they?
it's just like the whole, I guess, market. It's not even just like the the fact that you can be like whatever Nicki Minaj or whatever. But it's like it's literally like a whole different game. Like cuz Call of Duty used to be like basically like a slightly more maybe slightly slower paced version of like Quake or something that was also set kind of in the past or the present. You know Quake?
Yeah, yeah, I know enough about Quake. It's basically Doom.
Yeah, so it's like an arcade shooter. Like that was
Yeah.
originally what it was. And now it's like basically Fortnite
Oh
on the one
no.
hand, and on the other hand it's like um it's got this weird thing. There's just too much, bro. Like I mean, maybe it's like
They overcomplicated
I'm
it.
like a yeah, I'm like a boomer Call of Duty player or whatever, but there's just too much shit in the game, bro. Like there's like it
There's too
used
many
to be
game modes.
like there's like 20 weapons. The maps are like not that big and like you just there's like 20 weapons, like certain attachments, certain kill streaks, and there's all these things, but they were like pretty limited, you know, and
Yeah, you know like
like you can know everything in the game pretty easily. You can learn like
oh,
the
I
name of
see.
every weapon and how they work like within maybe 10 hours max. And it's just not like that anymore. And a lot of it is like also pay to win, like you
Oh
buy
yeah,
shit to get these
you
different
gotta
things.
spend like the $3.99
And
and dollar.
Call of Duty's always had DLCs, but they haven't been like critical to winning the game, you know? It's just like adds more maps or something, you
Oh
know?
yeah, like fluff basically. Yeah. I mean,
But
like
now
the loot
like you
box.
can buy like weapons and shit.
I mean, but back to the GameStop thing. I don't know. Like GameStop, they could very easily like go to like these game companies and be like, "Hey, can you make it so that there's a like
A
a
discount if you
DLC
buy it. Yeah.
or discount or DLC that you can only get if you like buy certain like let's say like merchandise related to your game at our stores. They can easily do stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then like once again with like the Pokemon cards, it's like, and this is how I know about the Weed Cat is at like GameStop and comic book stores and at one store that you and I both know, a convenience store. I go
Yep.
and I see and there's like the tins of Pokemon cards. It's like a tin. It's like I think like $30 or $25. I don't know now. It depends on the tin, basically, in the
But I
size of the
think
tin. But it's like you get
oh,
a specific card and you get X amount of packs, whatever, and
yeah,
that's how
but
I
I
know
think
about that. But yeah,
the
I don't know what
other
GameStop
issue
doesn't.
with GameStop and like physical game stores is that like dude, my Xbox, I have an Xbox Series X or Series S
Mhm.
and there's no disk drive. You can't use the disk. Any game I
Uh,
get on the Xbox I have to buy like on the store,
is
like on the
is the
online
Series X
store.
the one? Is the X the one where you go and you can put discs in, or the
Yeah, the
S?
X is the one that has disks. The
Oh,
S doesn't have a disk drive, so I can't use disks.
uh, oh yeah, no,
So I
I
think the
know.
thing is that it's just too digitized now, and also it's specifically Sony's PlayStation Store and Microsoft's Xbox Store.
Yeah, the
Like those
Microsoft.
are the two ways to get games
Yeah,
for
but
like
I mean,
new consoles that people actually use.
yeah,
So
but with
GameStop
this,
has relevance for like people that play on older consoles or maybe people that have a Series X, but I bet a lot of people with Series X's are still just buying the games on the store. But
oh yeah, yeah, but then also like I see shit where it's like it's
and
like you buy a digital copy of the game, like a quote unquote used digital copy of an old game from like let's say 2010, and it's more money to buy it on like the PlayStation or whatever store than it is to go out and buy a used, perfectly good
yeah,
working disc of that game. It's like I don't comprehend how
yeah,
that's
that is
like a
true. It is cheaper to, and especially with the old Call of Duty games. Speaking of Call of Duty, like the old Call of Duty games are like super overpriced, bro. Like
on the like
it's 20
Microsoft store.
bucks to buy like a game that released 16 years ago, bro. Like
Holy fuck!
why do you shouldn't have to pay 20 bucks to buy that game, bro, you know? And then
Yeah,
all the
it's like
DLC costs like an extra of 5 to
10.
sometimes even 15 bucks
Holy fuck,
for
dude!
these
What the
old ass games.
hell? And it's not
But
even
if you
like they're
I bet you could buy the discs for like
cheaper.
$2 or something, you know?
Well, we'll say 5 to get it in like good condition, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think that's a good place to end it. And I think next episode we're gonna discuss woke shit in Call of Duty. All right,
Hmm. All right.
all right, all right. So this
Sounds
is the
good.
Schizoid 10 podcast. Mr. Puddingstone and
$100 bill man.
signing out.